Do you find yourself consistently procrastinating, overthinking, and overanalyzing when it comes to getting your work done? So if the answer is yes, then please listen to this video till the very end. So before we start, I'd like to introduce myself. My name is Mohammed Lansari. I'm one of the fifth-year medical students studying in London, and I'm really glad that you are here today because in today's video, we are going to talk about procrastination. So let me ask you, have you ever been through a time when you had an essay that you needed to write? You had about 1 month to prepare for that essay, and you left that essay till the very end. So how was that all-nighter that you pulled off? You know, I have been there, and this was one of the worst experiences that I have ever had. Like, I was up all night. In fact, it wasn't the case of an essay for me, but it was back then when I was studying for my IGCSE exams. And I mean, I used to be up all night, you know, like consuming all of that information. And that's because I left everything till the very end. And as a result, because of me being in these experiences over and over and over again, and I was like, I shouldn't do this anymore. As a result, because of this, this is when I started applying this thing known as Parkinson's law. And what is Parkinson's law? Parkinson's law states that time expands as to fill the time available for the completion of the task. So what does this mean? This means that, for example, if you have an essay and you give yourself 1 month to complete that essay, it will take you literally 1 month to get that essay done. But if you give yourself about 1 week to complete that essay, then it will take you 1 week to get that essay done. So this is what Parkinson's law is. And just a bit of context here. Parkinson was a famous historian, and he was a writer as well back in the 1950s. And he was working with the British civil service, and he was seeing how efficient the government was running. So basically he came up with this idea. And again, so Parkinson's law is time expands as to fill the time available for the completion of the task. So your mind is clever, okay? Your mind knows that if we want to apply Parkinson's law, rather than completing that essay in 1 month, we want to get it done in 1 week. So again, yeah, your mind knows that this is an artificial deadline. This is the time when it is really important when it comes to giving yourself a very strong reason for why you want to get the essay done in a week's time. Because the reason why is that us humans, we are motivated, we are driven by literally two factors. The reason why we do the things that we do is because of literally two things. We are motivated by number one, by pain, and number two, we are motivated by pleasure. So if you think about it, everything that we do during the day is because either we want to gain pleasure from the things that we do, or we want to escape pain by doing the things that we do. Think about it. For example, if we want to go to the gym, okay? We want to go to the gym because we want to escape the pain of feeling, you know, we like energy, just the feeling of this grogginess, and just escaping we just don't want to feel lazy again. So we want to go to the gym so that we can feel strong and alive. Again, also, for example, after a long day of work, we are working for example, me, when I'm working in the hospital. When I go to the hospital, I'm not working, I'm still a medical student, but yeah, we get to shadow the doctors. We finish till about 5 p.m., 6 p.m. And by the end of the day, I feel really tired. What I want to do when I get back home is just sometimes I just want to watch TV shows and movies and order food. And basically the reason why I do this is to gain pleasure from basically again, watching movies and eating some junk food. I know it's bad, but you know, this is me gaining pleasure. So again, we are motivated by two things, pain and pleasure. Pain and pleasure. When it comes to setting an artificial deadline, we want to get something done. Instead of getting this thing done in 1 month, we want to get it done in 1 week. So we need to come up with a strong reason for why we want to get this thing done in a week's time. So I want to encourage you to ask yourself, what is it going to cost me if I don't follow through? What is it going to cost me if I don't get this thing done in a week's time? Does it make sense? And another question that you want to ask yourself is, what is it going to be in for me, or what am I going to gain if I get the essay done in a week's time? So these are two very powerful questions. And so if you have this artificial deadline along with these two powerful questions, you really thought about them deep enough, and within yourself, really, what pleasure do you want to gain and what pain do you want to escape? Inshallah, you're going to find this intrinsic motivation that's going to drive you, which will get this essay done in time, inshallah. So we ask Allah to make things easy for me and for you, and we get all of our things done in time. And yeah, that's it from me for today's video. I really hope it was valuable for you. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it was informative, and inshallah I'll see you next time. Bye bye.